I can hear it. Yeah. I can hear music.
Hear all the music. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I hear the. Should I wait for the music to go? And there I am. Oh my God, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here at Hungry to Connect. I'm Stephanie March, the food and dining editor at Minneapolis.St.Paul magazine, and we are here for Open Arms with Chef Yia Vang. And I gotta say, this is just a gas, isn't it? I mean, we are doing this live online in our homes. Here's the deal. I just have to tell you how jealous I am that I am not in the company of Yia. Because this means that he's cooking food that I don't get to eat. What kind of a deal was that, is what I want to know. I don't know, but I tell you what.
You can still come over.
I know. I'm probably going to do that, to be quite honest. Yeah. I might, drive east. But I did want to thank everybody for coming. We did have a little roll call in the chat room on the Zoom, if you're on the Zoom. And so we had everybody kind of saying hi and where you're from. We have people who are watching you guys from South Minneapolis, Lower Town St. Paul, out in Victoria. We've got Golden Valley. We've got Linden Hills. We've got so many people here to support Open Arms, which is so, so cool. And I just couldn't be happier. I just love everything about this, you guys. I was really excited that when they asked me to host, because Hungry to Connect, the idea of doing this way is that we're going to get to cook a fantastic dinner and share what Open Arms is doing to help make living with life-threatening illnesses, it's a hard thing to say, and how we are supporting our neighbors in their homes. And that's one of the really important things that Open Arms does. They serve close to 700,000 meals, you guys, to our most vulnerable neighbors. And, I don't know if you knew this, but Open Arms started amid a pandemic in 1986. And so we're just going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen going forward. And we're going to talk to the executive director and a little bit about what Open Arms does, and we're so excited. But here's the deal. I'm not the star today, you guys. Obviously and clearly, we have a little Bon Appetit cover star. Wait, what's this? Oh, is this a national magazine that has all of this yummy beef and stuff on it? That's right. I am so proud to talk and introduce and really just hang out with my friend Yia Vang. Yia, take a bow.
Thank you.
How did it feel to be on the cover of Bon Appetit magazine?
Yeah, we actually didn't know we were going to be on the cover. The editors, they're kind of like hid it from us, like in a good way. And you've done that too with MSP Mag from us. So we didn't know. And then literally, I think the day or two before it was going to drop, she sent us a PDF file. She said, hey, by the way, look at this cover. And so we're like, what? So yeah, it was really cool.
It's amazing. Of course, Yia is from Union Hmong Kitchen, and he is, one of our most important chefs in the Twin Cities, as he really helps us all understand what Hmong cuisine can be, and in the hands of someone who is looking forward towards creating a whole new experience for people. For us, we're lucky to be in the upper Midwest, but now you're national. So I feel like you may, your platform is so big that when I named you Chef of the Year in 2019, I don't know, I guess I was a little ahead of the curve.
You were ahead of everyone. It's still funny, Steph, it's like my mom and dad, they're just like kind of dorky grandparents who don't really know about magazines and everything. So when we told them about Bon Appetit, my mom's like, oh yeah, weren't you in another magazine too a few months ago?
Mama Vang! Yes.
So my brother, what Bon Appetit was. And the moment my brother is like, oh yeah, there's this big magazine and it's from New York. And my mom was like, oh, it's from New York. And she got all excited. I'm like, oh, that's all it took.
I love that.
From New York,
Yeah, right. Just why not? Just do a thing. Okay, so let's talk about what you're doing today, because this is kind of a very cool thing. I don't know how many of you guys are doing this along with you, but this is a cooking along with you segment, right? So people have either bought the ingredients to be making this, but tell us about what the dish we're making today.
Yeah, so in the Hmong language, noodles or instant ramen is called mi. So this dish is actually called mi ki, which means fried ramen or fried instant ramen. So this was a dish like when we came home from school, like this was like a dish that we just made, So I didn't like soupy stuff growing up, so I was like, oh, we can actually cook the ramen and then just kind of fry it up like a fried noodle. And this was actually the first dish I've ever made for any of my like friends. I don't think I was like a freshman in high school. Any of my friends and like cooking at their house. So this is the first dish, and yeah, it's just super simple. It's just real simple, and it's easy to make, and you can make it anytime you want, especially if it's late night, and you can just throw everything in there. So yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. Okay, so do they need to start doing something while we're talking? Is there a thing? Like, should they be boiling water?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just get your water boiling, because the ramen I'm using, it's called Mama. It's a Thai ramen. So what's really important is not all ramens are created equally, right? Instant ramen, not all instant ramen are created equally. One of the things is you have to there's this, I forgot what the brand is, but there's this like Korean instant ramen, which is like really good. That's like high-end ramen. That's like $1.19 a pack. So that's like the higher end.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the bougie stuff.
Yeah.
But we have Mama, which our family we've always used. So instant ramen is super easy to cook. Again, just get your water boiling, and so what's
Does
really
it matter
important
how much water? By the way, someone was asking, because it's just you're just cooking the noodles.
You're just cooking the noodle like you would pasta.
Yeah.
You want the noodle kind of al dente a little bit, because again, you're gonna fry it right after, So you get the seasoning packet inside the ramen. Keep that, because that's part of the flavoring, right? So in Mama, they have this like oil packet, seasoned oil packet. They have this spicy packet, and then they have this like, I call it special seasoning packet. Now as kids, we used to just take the instant ramen and then and you just take the packet and the seasoning, you pour it on and just eat it. Like a crunchy snack, which was like super bad for you. Like that's like sodium is like 8,000, and you're sweating and itchy all day. So that's really bad. But you always keep that. So yeah, you get the water boiling. So you want to get that water going. And the first thing I do is I'm actually going to take this in the Mama brand here. They have this like this oil packet, and it's like a seasoned oil packet. And what you can do is I just actually take that, cut it open, and then I take that oil and I just put it in the frying pan here, and that's going to be part of just the flavoring.
That's good tech, man. Hey, you guys, I mean,
it's like just.
I was just gonna say, just making sure that you guys knew that if you had to pause the video and continue along while you're cooking, you totally can. You can go at your own pace. Try if you have some questions, put them up in the chat, and we'll try to get those. Answered for you like we can. And just remember, you can make this later too. If you're not cooking along and you're feeling like, dang it, this will be available on Open Arms Facebook page and on the YouTube channel too. So if you messed up but didn't get your ingredients, plan for the next time, right? We're good. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about why we're here too. While the water is boiling and we're kind of getting everything ready, we wanted to make sure that you guys knew that, because of the COVID-19 pandemic and everything that's the craziness in the world, the Open Arms of Minnesota had to cancel their 16th annual Movable Feast Gala, which is just one of the greatest fundraisers. And it's so much fun, and it supports nearly 240,000 meals. So, it's one of those things where it's like, God, I mean, dinners happening all over the city. And, I've had the luck to be involved in many of them, and popping in over here and popping at dinners and seeing how people were really connecting with each other and doing it all across the entire metro in the name of supporting Open Arms, which was super, super cool. But honestly, it lost, the bummer is that we lost about $475,000 worth of income from that movable feast cancellation. So it's like that's one of those things that I know that people aren't thinking about, the nonprofits and what they're having to go through. So that's why we wanted to do this today with you guys today. But we also we're so grateful of the 2020 Movable Feast sponsors who have continued to support their work despite the cancellation of the event, which is hugely important. So we want to thank, of course, the incredible support of tonight's presenting sponsor, Cargill. which we'll talk about in a moment. But let's recognize some of our other Movable Feast sponsors. We have Lunds and Byerly's, we have Reinhardt Food Service, Luther Automotive, we have Intracon, Mall of America, Key Surgical, Peace Coffee, Warner Stellion, Martin Patrick 3, Saxon Auto Group, Willis Towers Watson, and of course, Minneapolis.St.Paul Magazine, as that's why we're so important to be here. But many of our partners are open and, wanting to provide those services while they can. And so supporting them is a simple way to also support the Open Arms community. So that's really wonderful. I just wanted to let you guys know that. That's really great. Guess what? Here's the other thing I needed to let you know. That as you are joining us, I want you to understand that Open Arms is giving you a chance to win 3 prizes. So it's not just cooking. It's not just sparkling content. It's 3 prizes that you could be winning today. You guys, the first one is worth $700. Just to be clear, let's be talking about it. It is, if you're tired of eating dinner in the Twin Cities in your dining room, how about doing it while being driven around the Twin Cities in a limo? Because Renee's Limousines is going to pick you up and your immediate family from your home and in a limo that's stocked with libations from Tattersall Distilling and Sociable Cider Works. Then, I know, seriously, this is like prom for adults is what I'm telling you. So then you're going to be driven to Handsome Hog in St. Paul, where you get $150 to spend on food delivered to your limo curbside, okay? Then you're going to be driven around and enjoy your feast while you're hanging out and drinking extra bottles to stock your liquor cabinet. This is prom for adults, you guys. Like way better. So that's the first prize, okay? And if you don't win this prize, you can purchase a limo night, by the way, from Renee's. They'll do this for you. This is just one of those great things that you can do with them. Okay, so the second prize we're talking about is it's gonna help you whether you're low on toilet paper or you need ingredients to make Yia's ramen dish again. It's basically Open Arms is giving away a $100 gift card, and I think that's a pretty sweet deal, especially now when a lot of us are just kind of like counting the pennies and just tightening the strings. All right, so the third prize that we're going to give away tonight, you guys, was donated from Yia himself. So why don't you talk a little bit about it, Yia? Tell us what you're donating.
Yeah, love the value priceless. We just would love to be able to entertain you guys. So just come on over, and then we'll kind of pack up a great dinner for you guys. You guys take it home, and we wanted to throw in a few of the dishes that's in the Bon Appetit magazine, and so come over, we'll get that tri-tip steak going, we'll get that hilltop chicken going, do some of those salads, so we'll throw that and get some sticky rice and whatever. So we're just excited to be able to just kind of go all out and just serve up some great food for you guys.
That is priceless. Seriously, that is like, I mean, come on. Can I sign up? Is that possible? Am I not? Because I can't sign up. Okay, just checking. But you guys can register now or anytime between now and Friday, May 8th. So you just sign up, you click on the link posted in the comments on Facebook or Zoom for your chance to win. And don't stop cooking. We'll remind you to sign up later. Don't worry about it. You can click again later. And you'll also have a chance to donate to Open Arms of Minnesota because it's a great time, of course, to donate. So there you go. By the way, starting tonight, an anonymous donor has teamed up with Cargill to match donations up to $15,000, by the way.
Whoa.
I know. So like if you donate $30, it will become $60. And so they are basically a $60 donation provides a week's worth of meals for Open Arms clients. So this is just really awesome, you guys. It's like it's a double. It's a twofer. How can you go wrong? Is what I'm saying. We do want to thank Cargill, their generous contribution to Open Arms and tonight's conference. Minneapolis-based company is proud to support them. We love the fact that they're alongside of us. And in fact, you're in the Cargill Community Kitchen right now. So yes. I think this is the point where we should get cooking. I mean, I'm getting hungry and I'm just talking. So what do you got next for us to do?
Yes, we're gonna make what we call our sofrito, which is like just the basic flavor. So it's literally in a lot of our cooking that we do. It's shallots, ginger, garlic, and lemongrass. And not a lot of people are familiar with lemongrass, but I always tell people that lemongrass comes in a stock like this. You can get it at the Asian market. There's like a pack of 5 for like $1. And lemongrass has 3 sections. I was telling them they have the top, middle, and bottom. The middle is the most tender part where you can use for cooking, and the top The top and the bottom is a little harder, a little woodier. So you might want to use that for stocks. And if you get a lot of lemongrass, you're like, man, I'm not gonna use it all. You can just always just throw it in the freezer. You can freeze it. And lemongrass is also really good with some ginger, and you can throw in hot water, honey, and make yourself some tea out of it. But lemongrass, if you crack it and you smell it, it actually smells like Fruit Loops.
Like what?
So yeah, it does. Fruit Loops. Okay, so we're gonna take all that. Yeah, it does. Come sniff lemongrass after this. So we got some lemongrass, and all I do is I just take my knife, I pound the lemongrass down like this. You want to get all those oils out. So we just chop the lemongrass up, make it real tiny. Same thing, grab some shallots. We're just gonna chop up some shallots here. You know, get some shallots going. And then we got some ginger, get some ginger going. And then get some garlic, get that garlic. And then you just chop that all together. So you're gonna make like almost like a paste out of it. And then what I do at home is like when I make this, you make a bunch of this. Like if you're gonna do like a cup or two of this, you can. And then just put a little oil and you just throw it in the fridge. And then anytime you're making any kind of stir fry, fried rice, anything, you can just pull it out. So real simple. There we go. So that's the base. That's where you can get a lot of your flavors from. And then next thing we do is we'll just work on your veg. So in the recipe, I kind of just said, hey, I gave you guys some veg, but what's really great about this dish is whatever veg you have. So today I just went to the market, got some red peppers, got some carrots, and then I found these really cool oyster mushrooms. So I got some mushrooms. And since we're making ramen and everything's very long, you just want to cut your vegetable that way. So it's just easier to eat. So we got some some red peppers. Just cut them. And if you got broccoli at home, if you have cabbage, whatever, you can just use all that too. Yeah. And then this is a trick I learned from this old Chinese cook. You just kind of cut your carrots on a bias, and then you can make carrot sticks, and just kind of as cards, you kind of like lay it out as cards, like pretend you're a deck of cards, and then you just run your knife through, and then you got yourself some carrot sticks. Super simple.
Everyone is impressed with your chopping skills, I have to tell you.
You have to cut yourself a lot. And then with oyster mushrooms, what I do is I just cut the bottom off. It's a little tougher. And then what you can do is you just pull them. Just little strips. And yeah, so what we're doing is what fancy French cooks will call mise-en-place. You're just getting all your ingredients in place. So then once we get going, it's going to be super fast.
Nice.
Yep. So that's basically it. Oh, and then sorry, I'm really bad at this. Take some green onions. And what I did was I took some of the bottoms of the green onions. They're white, so I just kind of chopped them up. I already did this. And that is going to go in with the vegetables. And then the greens, I usually save top because the greens are a little more tender. So I usually save that on top for right at the end. And then, again, I have that all mise-en-place ready to go. So you got your veggies, you're ready to go. Get that water boiling. And then you put your pan on and get that pan going and with your oil. And then remember that if you have a little packet or a little like oil packet or flavor oil packet, you throw that in there too.
All right. So while the ramen cooks and while you cut up everything else, I want to tell you that cooking meals for individuals with life-threatening illness continues every day in the Open Arms kitchen. We have not stopped. They have not stopped. They are continuing to work hard, you guys, ever since the first COVID-19 case was reported. Open Arms has been seeing a 25% increase of clients who need medically tailored meals, and that's one of the main reasons that we are here to support them. I have Executive Director Leah Herbert Wells joining me virtually. Leah, are you there?
I think so. Am I here?
I think you are there. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Do very well. Very well.
Thank you. Thanks so much for doing this for us. We really appreciate it. This is so much fun. We've never done anything like this, so we're having fun with everybody else along with you. So as you mentioned, we were born out of the HIV/AIDS pandemic, and it's in our DNA. We've been providing nutritionally balanced and medically tailored meals for almost 35 years. We're the only nonprofit in Minnesota that prepares and delivers free meals medically tailored to meet the nutritional needs of those living with life-threatening illnesses. Our clients have cancer, HIV/AIDS, congestive heart failure, ALS, COPD, and end-stage renal disease. And not only do we provide meals for our clients, we provide meals for their children and their caregivers. Our clients are some of the most vulnerable among us. They have compromised immune systems as a result of life-threatening illnesses. Half of them are over the age of 60. 80% are below the federal poverty guidelines. They're really the people that we're all trying to protect by staying at home. And the threat of COVID-19 is very scary for our clients and their families. It's impacted open arms in numerous ways. Like you said, a 25% increase in clients. They are simply unable to leave their homes, even to go to the grocery store. So they're in desperate need of high quality nutrition delivered to their doors. We've also had to reduce our volunteers to comply with social distancing guidelines. And we're seeing price increases and scarcity in the ingredients that we need to for our clients. So, but we can't think of anywhere else we would rather be than here, helping to ensure our clients are safe in their homes, and here cooking with you guys. So I'm going to let you go back to cooking that delicious dish with Chef Yia.
Okay. All right. This is exciting. Yeah. Where are we in our ramen cooking process? Where should we be?
I just cooked the ramen, right? So the ramen's cooked, ready to go. And then if you have a little strainer, what to do is I just have the ramen ready. You have a little strainer, just take your strainer and drain the ramen right into your strainer. A little life hack here, just throw your strainer right on top of the pot. And then what I do, just like you do with pasta, I just throw a little canola oil in there so that the ramen doesn't stick. And then you just set that to the side.
Hey, yeah, how long should the ramen cook? Is it like a 3-minute thing? Is it like
I don't know.
It's, for me, I feel like it's about a 3 minutes from my packaged ramen.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Follow the instructions in the back. Okay. You don't want to overcook the ramen because then it gets all soggy, because you have to fry it up. So
right.
And then you got your hot pan going. So I have my hot pan going here. And then, so this is very important that you do it this way. So you don't want to put in your sofrito in first, because that's all going to burn, right? So like I'm talking about your lemongrass, ginger, shallots, and garlic. You don't want to put that in first. What you really want to do, you want your pan up hot, because it's going to be quick. What you really want to do is you want to put all your vegetables in first.
That's good. That was great.
Okay. And when you put that vegetable in, what it's going to do, it's actually going to lower the temperature of the pan.
Okay.
You want that?
Yes, I did.
Once that's going,
That's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Once that's going, what you're going to do next here is you're going to add a little salt and then a little pepper. I love fresh cracked pepper, so I kind of overload it.
Do it up.
Pepper. Okay. So here's the deal. There's a little trick to this. If you feel like, man, I put too much oil in, don't worry, because once you put the ramen in, that ramen's going to soak up all that flavor. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you can't really you can over oil it, but So what I like doing is I like to get this thing high as you can. And then again, onions in there. And then I also found some cherry tomatoes. I don't know, so we're using that. And so again, you can actually just go into your fridge and find whatever vegetable you want, and you can just totally do it this way. So my thing that I always do with this is I always overcrowd the pan. So
how much oil do you think you're using? Is it just sort of like tablespoons, or
you kind of eyeball it? Yeah, because like you have the mushrooms. I have the mushrooms, so the mushroom absorbs a lot of the oils.
Right.
So you're probably going to be like 2 to 3 teaspoons in. You want the oil to be plentiful, because when you throw in that ramen, it's going to absorb all that oil.
Right.
And then there's another life hack. That's why you put the egg at the end, because that egg also helps absorb all that oil. Okay, so once you have the vegetables going here,
yep,
you take that fancy pack of the goodness, Yeah. Hey, here's another hack for this. Make popcorn and then take the ramen, like the seasoning ramen packet, sprinkle it over the popcorn.
Ooh, that's a life hack. Yeah. That's a Friday night hack.
So we do a little bit of that. Depends on how spicy you want it, whatever. So I'm just doing 2 in here. Okay, you want to get that going.
So what if you didn't have one of those packets? What if they didn't come with your ramen? What would you do?
And then you got the wrong ramen stack. No, not my problem. No, you can use garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of like coriander, a little cumin. You can just use,
like a spice
you can
pack.
make your own. Yeah, like a spice pack. Okay, so we get that going. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, again, totally up to you. I'm going to put some ground pork in there because I like meat.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, you just want to stick with like, you want to do tofu, you want to do whatever, you can totally do that. So I'm just going to put a little ground pork in there.
Yeah.
Yep. And just put that down. Okay. So and here's the thing I tell people. If you're at home and you're like, man, I don't have ramen, you can actually do all of this and just eat it over rice.
Oh,
so,
what?
Yeah, if you don't really need,
yeah, you can make this gluten-free by doing it with rice, right?
Yeah, you can totally do it with rice. You can, so it's super simple. And then at this stage, I'm going to add a little bit of fish sauce. Again, this is optional. I add a little fish sauce in there. And then I'm going to also add a little oyster sauce. This oyster sauce is always
a little gloopy.
It's going to add that depth that like you hear that word umami a lot. It's going to be that real savory flavor.
Yeah.
If you have soy at home or tamari, you can totally add that too. And then I'm going to throw more. I love fresh pepper. So I'm just going to throw more of that in there.
Do it up.
Yeah. And then I'm going to throw in that garlic and, that sofrito. Because again, now you can add that in because, you don't want to burn it. So I can add that in. It's going to, we have big vents here, so you can't smell it. But if you're doing this at home, you could smell this.
This is killing me.
Okay?
I just want you to know this is killing me to watch you do this and not have.
You can totally do this late night.
I know.
This is like, if you want to impress a girl in college, for a lot of Hmong kids, like this is the way to do it.
Ooh.
Like, oh yeah, you can make fried ramen. Okay, so basically, I'm done with this. So you're gonna take your ramen and throw your ramen right in. So mine looks a little bigger because I did a double pack. Okay, and again, like I said, that oil is gonna get soaked. So basically, what you just made there with the ground pork and everything, it's like a Hmong version of a bolognese. You just basically made that, okay? And then now, like if you were just tossing pasta, you're gonna add that. You wanna get all that oil that has all that flavor. You wanna incorporate that into the ramen. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil here because I'm gonna show you this trick. So this is a trick I use for fried rice and everything, So what I do is I create a little kind of like a little hole in the center.
Yeah.
I add a little bit of oil in there. Okay. And then you just take your egg, crack your eggs, throw it right in the center.
Oh my God.
And that's where you scramble your eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say if you have a nonstick pan that's really big, use that. Then you take your egg, you scramble your eggs in the middle, right? And then just like if you're making pasta dough, you can start incorporating. You can do this fried rice. You know how they have egg and fried rice? This is the same way of doing it. And you can just keep incorporating your eggs in there. And then what the egg actually does is it gives it a little bit more meatiness. But if you have extra or excess oil, the egg actually helps absorb it. You still see? You have that egg, it's all fried up with your noodles. Okay, so right at this point, I kind of chop that egg up, spread it out. You can actually turn your heat off at this point, but you have that residual heat, right? So that residual heat is going to help. So you take your soft herbs here, which is all this scallion. I love the flavor and the taste of fresh scallion. You have all that soft scallion right in there. You just toss it up. You just spread that out. You're almost done here. And then, you know those crispy fried onion stuff that you throw over, like, your casserole and stuff? We don't have any, but if you have any, you have some of that laying around, you throw this right over, so you get extra crunch. If you have like peanuts or almonds, just, something crunchy, you can throw this right on top. So here we go, that. And then we'll get fancy here with our tweezer. Roll that up. What I like doing is I like getting the noodles in the bottom here. You need a big bowl. This is like a big buddy bowl.
That's a big buddy bowl.
Throw that in the middle.
Party bowl is what that is.
Yeah. And then you get all that scrap on top. And then if you have a lime, take a lime, squeeze some lime in there. And then we have some cilantro that we picked. Just throw some cilantro on top. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, the thing that somebody wants to know on Facebook is, where do you get those 3-foot-long chopsticks, for God's sakes?
Any Asian store, they have them. They're like $1. We go through a lot of them, Here's a little trick. At the end, they're tied together, so you look kind of cool. Tied together. But yeah, you get the
cheat. That's like a child cheat.
Yeah, but when you're cooking stuff, that's basically it. You get your little chopstick, and then you have a couple ways of eating this. You can hover over a sink and eat it.
Yep.
You can sit it down and have a glass of wine. You can eat this while watching your favorite show.
You can be on your couch.
You can be on your couch. You can, you can go and find a specialist corner in your house and have this. But this is one of the most simple meal you can make. It's super fun. And what you can actually do is you can actually just stir fry the ramen and then do all the ingredients separate. And then people, when we're allowed to gather with people again, you can throw your fried ramen party. And
all
people
right.
get whatever like ingredients they want.
Okay,
almost like a taco bar.
Let's take a quick break. We're going to go back to Leah, but then we're going to come back with some, reader questions for you, and we're going to talk a little bit about your restaurant. But first, we need to throw it back to Leah for a second.
Just for a second. I'll keep it quick, I promise. I just wanted to read a letter from one of our clients so that people really understand that we're really in this together, and that when you help Open Arms, you're really providing a vital service for our clients. So this is just a very quick letter from a client named Sophie. She says, during this COVID-19 crisis, and while I am also going through chemotherapy, I had to quit my job. I worked on the front lines of a nursing home at the reception desk. With a new requirement of taking everyone's temperature as they entered the building, I was no longer able to do my duties and remain safe from the threat of the virus hitting my already challenged immune system. Thank you so much for the food. It is wonderful. And during these strange times, it has been an even bigger blessing now more than ever. So thank you, Sophie, for sharing that with us. And special thanks to an anonymous donor and our friends at Cargill, who are matching, as you said, dollar for dollar. Any donations tonight made up to $15,000. Cargill's been supporting our clients for more than a decade, and we're just thrilled to have their support. So from the bottom of all of our hearts at Open Arms, thank you to all of you for participating in our special cooking event. It was amazing and super fun to watch everybody come together as a community. Huge thanks to the amazing chef Yia Vang. Thank you, Stephanie. All of our sponsors and all of us participating tonight. We really appreciate you joining us and supporting our critical work. So thank you very much, and bon appetit to everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Leah, so much. That was awesome. I just, that letter was perfect. Yeah, we want to thank you so much for being here and showing us how to make this dish. And honestly, people want to hear a little bit about Hmong Kitchen and what does that mean, and talk about it, because it's still open. You can actually go get food from you right now.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're doing the residency at this food trailer that's at Sociable Cider Works, so 1500 Fillmore Street Northeast, and it's a big parking lot, so like nobody has to worry. Like social distancing is like no problem there because it's a huge parking lot. So you can just go online, unionhmongkitchen.com, and there's a big strip up there, and you can hit it. It says order online. You can order. So we're doing what's called our family meal package, where it's like 2, 4, 6. And then in those options, you can do the hillside fried chicken, which is kind of a big hit. The fried chicken, the story behind it is like really funny. We just kind of did it as a thing in the trailer for us to eat, and then it kind of got big, and then just last weekend we did about 250 pounds of fried chicken.
Whoa!
Or you can get the pork option, comes with sticky rice, veggies, and then we're also doing a couple of menu items from our Bon Appetit magazines, and then we're also doing different items that our chefs want to play with. And for example, we're doing a smoked trout with and you can get sticky rice with that, and so we're doing that. You can just order all online and come in and put in what time you want to come in and pick it up, and we're ready to rock and roll. So I'd love to see you guys there, and it's really fun. Weather's beautiful, so we have our smoker going, our grill going, and we're outside just enjoying it.
I love this. This is a great plan. This is going to be a great weekend, and hopefully, and supporting Sociable Cider Works as well, getting growlers in our whole.
Yep, that too.
But there's some great, and I will say that pairing up their cider with your food always is such a great, that's such a good thing in your mouth to get the spicy kind of stuff intermingled with maybe, like a softer cider. It's a great pairing. I cannot recommend going and hanging out, in this parking lot more. If we could all just do more parking lot parties, maybe we can. Maybe that's the best thing that comes out of this. I don't know. I love it. You guys, I don't want you to forget. I know that, that we kind of got a little choppy and we went kind of fast, but don't forget, you can totally follow this recipe. You can, the video will be online, so you can watch it again and again, and you can take your time and kind of figure it out. It's going to be on demand on Facebook, and it's going to be on YouTube tomorrow, so don't worry about that. But if you do try to make this dish, take a picture of it, share it with open arms, tag them on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, because we want to see what you guys are doing. Remember that a $15,000 match is underway thanks to an anonymous donor and Cargill. So anything you donate today is doubled. Like, it's 2 times the fun. So don't forget that. And don't forget to register for your chance to win one of those 3 great prizes. Remember, limo ride, $100, and hanging out with Yia. I mean, seriously, how much better can this get? And remember,
I want the limo ride.
I know.
Limo ride. I was like,
how did we not get roped in on the limo?
Yeah, I was like, oh, dang, that's such a great idea. Oh, fuck,
we could totally be in the limo with the winners. I'm just saying.
Man, you'd be like, hey, surprise. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Somebody wants to have me along for the ride. I can, quarantine. Or we can do it in January. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, you do have until Friday, May 8th, you guys, to register, to fill out that Google form and register. But that's it, you guys. I'm so thankful that you guys could be here today, and we want to hear all your comments. Again, this is one of those things that we're just trying to give it a shot, see how this works. We couldn't hold our gala, and so doing this is a great way. We thought we'd love to hear about it leave us some comments and some feedback. Otherwise, thanks, Yia, for hanging out, and I'm gonna go eat a salad because I don't have any ramen, I guess, but that's okay.
Rice.
I know.
Rice. Yeah. Hey, just one more thing. If you guys have questions about how to make and stuff, feel free to just DM us. Union Hmong Kitchen at Union Hmong Kitchen on Instagram, and on our Facebook, or just feel free to Instagram or DM us, and I can just kind of walk you through the process. So yeah.
Perfect. All right, everybody, have a great night, and thanks, and we'll see you again. We're hungry to connect another time.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks, Yia. Thanks, Leah.